What's up, y'all? I am Miss J, and as you read the title, this is the whole truth and nothing but. This is story time. All right, so we are going to go ahead and get into it. Now, I have already told you guys a portion of what has been taking place in my life. This video is going to clarify the entirety of the situation. As I stated, there has been a lot of people that have been trying to silence me because they do not want this information to get out. However, we are here now. I have moved on with my life. I've tried to move on with my life, but these individuals are not allowing me to do so. And so we are here. All right. If you all would have allowed me to move on gracefully like I have been trying to do, then possibly we would not be here in this predicament. But unfortunately and fortunately, we are here. Let it be known that I will not be trying to diminish anyone's character, even though that is what you have tried to do to mine, nor will I be trying to save it, because this is what you have done. Okay, so let's get into it. 3 years ago, I moved down here to Houston, Texas. All right, I had an ex that I grew up with. Everybody already knows who this ex is. All right, and we ran into one another. All right, he helped me move some things in, and that was just really supposed to be it. I let him go on about his way. He did not want to leave and kept making excuses to come back. All right. So I felt uncomfortable about the situation, and then he began to confide in me, letting me know what had really been taking place with him and what had been going on in his union. And so I let him know, you need to talk to the person that you are with regarding this matter. That is not what took place. Okay. He continued to make excuses to come back. We sat down, we've talked or whatever, but unfortunately, he just did not want to leave. He had problems and issues that he had been confiding in me about. And again, I did state that you need to talk to the person that you are with. Because this continued, I did reach out to that female and let her know, hey, this is what is taking place. It needs to stop, and I feel as though you need to know. She goes and says, oh my gosh, thank you for telling me. He was stating that it was otherwise, or, you know, this, that, and the other. He said this, that about you, that it had been you. I'm just so grateful for you. And I do have receipts. If I'm going to have anything, I'm going to have receipts. So she says, you know, thank you for telling me this, that, and the other, you know, just send me everything or whatever, in which I did. Now, I did not go towards her in an immature manner. I went to her, you know, as a woman, not no Barbara, this is Shirley. I went to her, you know, in a graceful manner, letting her know, I think you should know about this. This is what's taking place, and this is not my character. And again, I think you should know. So she began to act as if she was graceful. She was saying that, I think it's just amazing that you have pulled yourself out of depression. Mind you, I told you all she had been stalking me, and I had no idea about it. This was way before I even moved here, so I didn't know. When I had Facebook and my page maxed out, over 5,000, then there was just a flood of people following, and so, you know, I can't keep up with that. And I used to give out advice, more so like the advice that I give out on my podcast. All right. And so, unbeknownst to me, she had been one of the females that I had been talking to, giving advice. This is the type of weirdo that we're dealing with. So I don't even know. The only thing that I'm aware of is that he stated that our prom picture he still had in his room. I don't know. He never wanted to remove it. And so I guess since then she's had some sort of vendetta against me and I had been away for several years. Mind you, we had been separated for like 5 years before then, until I got here. But anyway, so yeah, she had been watching me for a very, very long time, and I had no idea. Talking to me, and I had no idea. Okay. And so when I reached out to her, just again to try to help her, to let her know, and this is what made me realize you really can't help everybody, because not everyone is mature enough to handle certain situations. Not everyone is willing to receive a particular message or, information. They'll go and twist and turn it. But I did approach her with good intentions. All right. So we had that conversation, and she's saying, oh, I actually admire you, and I didn't really mean to call you names, and it's just very apologetic. While she and I had been speaking. And so after the conversation was over, I began to move on with my life and continue working, building my life here. She goes and sends several people to me. I volunteer with a particular organization. There was a female that was there, and I looked up, and her eyes were already piercing on me. Now I'm thinking like, okay, maybe this person is nervous. She wants to say hello, because I get a lot of people who just really stare at me. They don't really know how to approach me. They don't really know what to say or whatever. But that was a setup. She hired a private investigator. And what's so stupid is that female showed me her resume. And she was like, oh, can you help me with this? This, that, and the other. You're intelligent. Can you help me to see if you can tweak my resume? Like, yo. And then that's when I saw it. Like, she would dry snitch on herself. Okay. Then after that, she goes and she sends a mail, which happened to be her cousin. This is the male that had been stalking me and watching me. And I remember seeing him before. Now that I think about everything and put the pieces together, because I've had a lot of time to really think about everything. And so much has really been revealed about what they have been doing, what they are still doing today. All right. So he had been studying me. He had been watching me. This male had been on my Instagram for quite some time, and I had no idea. So she sent him to me. There's a number on my head. She's trying to kill me. There's a number on my head. So it did not work with him, because initially he ended up falling for me and he did impregnate me, but I made the decision to terminate the pregnancy, and I'm so glad I did, because what she wanted to do was keep it all in the family. We was gonna be at the barbecue, and oh, you know such and such, well, that's my cousin. Oh, really? Pass the beans. No. This female is quite calculated, psychopathic. And for someone to really sit here and plot and plan continuously for years on end, you're not even focused on your marriage. You're not focused on your children. You're not focused on your job. You're focused on me. You spend so much money on me. You spend so much money on me to try to find out information, to have me followed. Every time that I walk outside my door, I'm being followed. Just yesterday, I went to go and get gas, and another car pulls up. White male, dark glasses, and I'm just sitting there chilling back, because at this point I'm comfortable. I already know what the fuck y'all doing. I'm looking at you before you can look at me. I know what's up. I spy with my little eye a private eye. So I started slowing up So this car would have no other choice but to go around me. It's like I can't do anything. I can't go anywhere without being followed. Tag number is HS. I go to classes and there's people there. Eyes are pierced on me. Someone has been sitting there, parked backwards. So I'm driving, and one thing I've always noticed is that there's always some form of vehicle pulling up behind me really slowly every time I leave my home. They always drive real slow. They always either come after I pulled out. They either come from one side of the gate. Today they have followed right behind me, and I'm actually not going this particular way, but I'm gonna make a turn. Yep, they followed as well. And the other day I was going to look for another apartment so I could relocate, and there was, I told you this girl be hiring private investigators, and this was like an hour out from where I actually live. Look at how slowly they driving. Look at that. Look at how slowly they are driving. And I'm only on about, what, 30, 35? So I'm gonna make another turn and see if they decide to do the same. But anyway, I went and started looking for another apartment. And this was about an hour out. And I spoke to the landlord. She was showing me the apartment. Then this guy comes in after me, and he's like really close to me while I'm looking at my phone. And so I moved over because, like, why are you so close to me, and why are you looking at my phone like you're trying to figure out what I'm doing and everything? And so we look at the apartment, we come back, and she was very attentive. I will say that she was very attentive. All the attention was on me. Some people are really rude, and they don't place all of the focus on the customer, or all of the focus on the resident, or what have you. But she was very attentive. So once she got done with me, she went towards him and she said, "Sir, can I help you?" He said, "No, I'm just hanging out." Who the fuck goes to an apartment and you are not a resident or a future resident, and you say, "Oh, I'm just hanging out"? Who does that? So you just went to an apartment complex. You were not interested in looking for an apartment, nor were you a resident, and you just hanging out. Alright. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. This is what I have been dealing with. And it's so sad. And what gets me every time, and I know you guys have heard me say this, but what gets me every time is that I've tried to help you. I have tried to help this female. My intentions were so pure. And I did not deserve that. I don't deserve any of this. And I'm so upset that my ex even allowed me to be placed in this situation. You allowed me to be placed in this situation, knowing that I did not deserve any of this. I told you to go home. What did you tell me? I kind of don't want to. I told you to go home. I told you to talk with her. And what's so crazy is I've actually took up for this female because there was a conversation about their daughter, and they had a conversation about breaking up and splitting up, and her not wanting her daughter around me. And I told him, I said, well, you know, I understand that a lot of mothers are that way, but you know, this is so sad. This is so sad because I have prayed for them. I have taken up for her. I pray for her as well. I've tried to help her, and this is what she has done. She has plotted on me countless times. I'm not lying. There currently is a number on my head right now. She wants me dead. She is jealous of the fact, just my pure existence. And she's very dark. Her entire family is dark. This is what they really don't want to get out. There is an organization that they have. They hide behind Christianity. There is a nonprofit organization, a Christian nonprofit organization under church. That's not what that is. It's a secret society. They practice voodoo, witchcraft, black magic. They've been trying to kill me with death spells. They've been trying to silence me with black magic, wanting me to shut up, wanting me to be quiet, wanting me to turn up missing, wanting me to be silenced, period. They feel as though, how dare you tell the truth about what I have been putting you through? How dare you speak up and speak out against what I have done to you? No one is supposed to know what I have done. Yeah, what world are you living in? And the thing about this is, again, I've tried to move on with my life, but you are following me. You won't let me live. It never even had to get to this point. I let you know what was going on and I moved on. You would not allow me to. I was mature about this. I didn't have to say anything. I don't even have to say anything now. I never even had to let you know. Never. I didn't have to put you up on game or tell you nothing. But I did. Because that's the type of woman that I am. I tried to let you know what was going on. And quite naturally, yeah, there were feelings between he and I. Because we have that type of relationship. What a lot of people are not understanding is soulmate and karmic relationships. Soulmate, twin flames, and karmic relationships. When you all have time, you can do your own studying on that. This is a bond and a connection that she was very jealous over. The mere principle or example or the fact that I am here existing, that I am alive, provides immense hatred within her. She feels as though if I am no longer here, then she can go on and be free and happy. But even if you were to take me out, don't you feel that he's going to be remorseful? You gonna really feel it then. Either way, it's a lose-lose situation. But she has tried countless times. I know that I put it in another video, but she's had me, had a group of females. This is one time I was out shopping, trying to get something for my organization. And I was walking out in the parking lot, and there was a group of females. She tried to have me hit. The way that these females were parked over the line shows it. And I will show that in maybe the next clip. The car was parked well over the line. And a group of females get out and say, oh, she's scared. There's been multiple attempts. This is attempted murder. She has been trying to silence me. She literally does want me out of here. She's paid people to take me out, paid people to find out information. And when the people come around me, they're just like listening. They want me to talk, to see what it is that I know, to see what kind of relationship he and I have had in the past. What is it about me? What kind of perfume do I wear? How do I smell? How do I wear my hair? What do I like to cook? How do I cook it? She has tried to embody me. She's done spells to make herself look like me, talk like me, like she. This is a very, very dark female that we're talking about. Very twisted and deranged. And she wants to do all of this behind closed doors because they're so well known. And should this information come out, then yeah, your cover is blown. Everybody knows who you actually are. You feel as though you have connections in Houston, that you can hide all of this. You guys have seen the videos and what I have been put through. We know that our injustice system ain't shit anyway. But for me to have to go through this on top of the rape that you have already planned, to have to fight, that's torture within itself. And you are not satisfied at the fact that I am already tortured, have had trauma, have been followed. You're harassing me. You, like, when will enough be enough? When will enough be enough? Because I have been a lady about this. I tried to help your marriage. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. So I really don't understand. So she's been gossiping about me, telling people, and this is defamation of character you have been doing. You see that I am in the public light. You see that I am an author, an entrepreneur, a jack of all trades. And now you are slandering my name all over Houston to whomever will listen to you. You throw the rock and hide the hand. You go and cry wolf and you say, oh, she did this to me. You're not stating what you have done to me continuously. You have an immense vendetta against me. And I'm such a positive person. I shine the light on so much in mental health, with children. Like, I try my best to live in my purpose, but you don't like that. You hate that. You want me out of here so that you can take over. Your family and everybody you have sent towards me has my personal information. And you guys think that I don't know. How evil can you be? And then for your mother to say in her profile, because y'all think I don't know, y'all are a Christian counselor, okay? And you, what did you quote? Jeremiah 29:11, I think it was, in your bio. For I know the plans and thoughts I have for you, thoughts of good and not for evil. But y'all playing in black magic, trying to kill. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You guys are putting black magic on patients to make them crazy, to keep them in trauma, to keep them stuck. You have this secret society. Y'all are evil. You feel as though because you have people sitting in high places that you can get away with everything that you're doing. God sees all. God sees all. And I know you like to talk as if you're holier than thou, because when I spoke to you, you said, oh, the Father this, and oh, the Father that. But you didn't even know what you were talking about. I just didn't even want to put you on blast then. And that page that you created trying to give out advice and everything, you sound stupid as fuck too. Be yourself. Authenticity. Y'all, This female has been trying to ruin me. The mail that she sent to me, all of them have been trying to ruin me. They want a reaction out of me. They want me to act out of character so they can go and say, oh, see, look at her. I told you, but you're steady poking the bear. I've remained quiet. I've tried to walk away. You walk right behind me. You follow me every day. I can't even go to the grocery store without you following me. I can't even get gas. I can't even walk around my neighborhood. And don't think I haven't seen the people lurking around my apartment. She wants me dead. She does. She wants me dead. If I am somehow gone, she feels as though that's going to bring some sort of relief, because maybe then the attention will be off of me. And I don't even know what's going on in your household, because again, I have not even talked to him. It's been years since we have spoken, so I don't even know. And then for you to pop up out of the blue at 6 a.m. in the morning and say stop texting him, we haven't talked. So you're fishing for information. You're going around and telling people things about me that is not true. I can care less what y'all got going on. And like I told you, me and him, I'm not studying him. I don't have to be with him. I already let you know what it was about him. I told you I could move on. I let you know. That's the killing part. I let you know. But you go around and you slander my name. You send people my way to do things to me. You send people to me on my job. You send jobs. Like, y'all, this is what I am dealing with. This is the whole truth and nothing but. This is the ugly, ugly truth, the hideous truth, the atrocious truth. And so you set me up to be raped, and then you have your cousin, as a lawyer, try to hide this information and take over the case. And so when I try to move away from her as a lawyer, she automatically starts to begin to do what she's supposed to do. Because again, you guys are trying to keep it hidden. You guys have been doing this to a lot of people, but I'm just the first one that you have had such a hard time stopping, that has fought you all back, who has fought against your black magic, who is not working on, who you just can't seem to silence or stop. You've done this to a lot of people. Don't think I don't know. I'm aware. I'm aware that you're actively trying to do what you're trying to do, and you won't even stop until you get that particular outcome that you want. But somehow that tells me that even after that, even if God would allow, you still wouldn't even be satisfied, because you're unsatisfied with yourself. So as much as it will burn you to know this, because I know that you want me to be enraged, you want me to act out, I want you to know that I do forgive you. It takes a hell of a woman. But I want you to know that I do forgive each and every one of y'all. Even though you all constantly sit there and you plot and plan against me. You guys have this intense vendetta and hatred against me. I have lost my first child due to the things that you all have done to me. That's a lot of pain. That's a lot of trauma. It is. And somehow that's still not enough for y'all, because y'all are still coming after me. It's like how celebrities are when they walk out of their homes and then paparazzi is waiting right there. That's how it is for me now. So whether you are preparing me for where I'm trying to go and where I will initially be eventually, I mean, You are trying to stop my destiny. People don't really know how dark you are, but I do. You've been playing around in magic to try to stop my destiny. You guys want to swap destinies. You guys have been trying to sacrifice me for a while. Don't think I don't know. I'm spiritually gifted. You think you have gifts? I have gifts too. I'm spiritually gifted. I already know what's up. I do. I have been graceful about this. I really and truly have. I've tried to handle this situation in the best way I could, despite me being raped. How could you send someone to rape someone? How could you send people? How could you send people to try to kill me? How could you you're spending money on private investigators, people to find information about me, tapping my phone, monitoring text messages, phone calls. Are you that insecure? Are you that threatened? I'm not bothering anyone. I'm trying to live my life and live my purpose. That's it. That's it. The lies are being told on me, stating that I'm doing otherwise, and you know that it's not true. So you have to live every day and every night knowing that you're constantly making up lies, falsifying facts, telling half-truths, and you sleep good at night? How can you live with yourself knowing that you have done this to a person, a divine being, might I add? A divine being. Unfortunately, this is what we deal with soulmates, twin flames, and karmics. Because karmics feel as though that they are the chosen one. They want to be the divine feminine, but they are not. You're a karmic. You're here for a lesson. You're here to teach others a lesson, and then you move on. But you're refusing to move on. You're trying to hold on to him with spell work. You're trying to silence me and kill me with spell work. You're trying to alter my image and my mind, psychic attacks, physical attacks with spell work. You practice black magic, but go around the church acting as if you're holier than thou. Make it make sense. You have an organization for Christians and Christian churches, but you playing around in black magic. I saw that your mama used to stop around in Louisiana too. Oh yeah. This is the truth, the whole truth and nothing but. So guys, this has been story time, and you guys know that there is always 3 sides to a story. And I know that my ex has possibly tried to tell his, and I don't know what he says. I don't even really care to know. But all I will say is that I never deserved any of that. Never did I ever. I never deserved it. None of it. And for me to still handle this so graceful, despite the immense pain and trauma and traumatic experiences that you have thrown my way, that speaks volume in itself, within itself. It honestly does. Because you've tried to do a lot. You have been so busy. Very busy. With throwing so much magic at me. You're trying to stop my money. You don't want me to have any opportunities. You want to steal my creative energy. You want to steal my creative ideas. You want to embody me. And don't think that people don't notice that you're trying to act like somebody else. Because if you've grown up around somebody else and you live with someone else within the household for years, and then all of a sudden your personality has changed, do you think that they don't realize and recognize that shit? So now you have ganged up. And there's a whole group of women, some men, gang stalking me for no reason. Gang stalking me, following me, adding me on social media. You guys are messaging me with these fake promotions. Like, y'all are doing a lot. It's a lot of y'all. I guess it's one divine feminine who's just trying to live in her purpose. I don't bother nobody. I try to move on with my life, but you won't let me. You're telling people so many things about me. Tell them how you constantly follow me. Did you tell them how you've been following me to work? Did you let them know that you wake up early in the morning and travel from one side of the city? You travel over an hour? Because Houston is big. So you drive an hour early in the morning. You fight that traffic and you followed me to work. Did you let them know that? Because I saw you. I didn't react, but I saw you. Every morning I saw you. I did. I did. You're telling them lies, so many lies about me. Did you let them know that you have set me up to be raped? Did you let them know that you planned to kill me? That you're actively trying to kill me now? Did you let them know that? Church girl? Let them know that. When you begin to tell them your side of the story, and I hope that you will let them know that she was so graceful with me. I hope you let them know that as well. All right, y'all. I don't want to spend any more energy on this. We are about at 30 minutes. This is my truth. This is story time. I am Miss J. Have an amazing day.